Okay, we started the record.
Yeah.
Um, um, okay, 1 second. So we have the new designer client, the new version. Uh,
Okay.
okay. The important one that we have package dot sorry, the configuration for the proxy. Every API that we are using, starting with control blueprint or resource dictionary, it will be redirected to the server loopback. Okay.
Okay.
We have some comments like constants, like APIs that we are using, some constants that are shared between the all modules and the components. We
Yeah.
have core like services and the store. We have something like API generic, and we are using it to return a specific object. We have get or and post and get one, and the get customized. Okay. We are using the concept of a store. Are you familiar with the reactive programming, observable, and the store at Angular?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes. Okay. Something like that. We have many components. Some components maybe I'm searching, so when I'm trying to write some characters, I want to make some REST call API and getting some responses. So the component that contains these items is another component. So we thought that we should use the store for when I'm making some changes in a specific component, the dashboard or the item that are listed will be changed. Okay, so we are using store, and
Okay.
all the classes that we are using extend from this class. Okay, we have some model. It is related to pagination because we are using pagination for viewing the items.
Yeah.
Items means in the first module it's called packages or blueprint. Okay. So and as usual at Angular application we have some app module. We
Yeah.
added packages module. And I think if you are working in another module like data dictionary, like something like maybe resource dictionary or something, you will have to make it as a new module. And we have some routing, app routing. The app routing
Okay.
means that the default will be go for packages, and these packages will go redirect for the packages module that we will show now. So we have
Yeah.
module, we have feature module, and we have shared modules. Feature module is something like header and something like that that are shared between all the modules. Okay. The more important is the packages module. So we have the packages module that contains a lot of components related to packages.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we are using to injecting the API service and JSON pipe. We have some routing. Um, we have the default one is will be the for the packages dashboard, and when I'm making slash package slash designer, it will go for designer component. When I'm making slash packages slash designer slash source, it will go for this designer source and something like that.
Okay.
You got the idea? It is
Yeah. Yeah.
concatenation between the app routing, these packages, and the another routing that existed in the packages routing. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have some packages store. the mainly structure for our application that we have, as example, we have packages dashboard. We have components like sorting packages.
Okay.
Usual in the Angular, we have CSS and HTML and specs for testing and TS.
Yeah.
TS is talking to the store. So I'm injecting the store, package store, and I'm dealing with the component or the TS file is talking to the store, and the store is talking to a service.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have three types of components with the store. The first one, that the component that will change in the state of a store. The second one is the component that is listening from the store, and the third one, the third case of the component is component that it is changing and the listening at the same time.
Okay.
You got the idea?
Yeah. Yeah.
As example, for sorting packages, we have very small component like that. So we are using source type. Source type is the something like uh, here is just recent and the date and yeah, we have enum date and name. So it will have listing of the types is if it is date or name. Okay.
Okay.
When I'm changing it, so we have some click action here. So we have sort packages. I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
the name of the sorting, okay, and I'm talking directly to the packages store. We have some specific method sort pages packages. I'm getting the name of it and the so now we are in the packages store. This package store
Okay.
is mainly the responsible for making some changes in the other components or receiving the subscription or something like that. So we have uh, some variety of components. So in the dashboard, we have filter by tags, we have search packages, we have sorting. So maybe the user want to make some search and making sort. So we are using the all of that. So we are making something like that. If it's common exists, it means that I want to search, but I want to sort with the search. Okay. If is common
Okay.
exists, so it will direct to the method called search page packages. It will take the sort by something like that, and it will take this uh, current command. And if I'm not writing anything in the search packages, so it will redirect to this method. Okay. So this method is taking the state and the page size. Page size is something like static, I think 5. It means like that we will view only 5 items in the every page. Okay. So we can go with this method. This method that we taking the page number, we have the sorting, and I'm calling method uh, get paged packages, and I'm giving the variable the variables of the values here to this subscriptions to update the store. Okay. So we are calling here. I'm using API service to making some get to the gate page blueprints. It's something related to backend, and I'm giving it the offset and the limit and sort. And this API is just talking to the HTTP client. So the structure of the or the flow of the our behavior that we are have some components. Some components is having three cases. It changes in the state, or listening to this state, or it changing and listening at the same time. So it will contact it to the store, and the store will contact it to the service, and service will contact it to the back end. Okay, this is the mainly structure of the application. Maybe you can take another example, like search by packages. We have HTML. We have some query. If when I'm changing in the input, so we are calling this method. This method will take the search query, the values, the value that I'm searching, and it will go for the package store method called search. This search is contacted if if the command is null or not, or empty. So if it is, I'm sorry, I have, sorry.
Fine.
Okay, so we have two cases now. That first case, that the command is not empty and it's okay, invalid. So we will go with the, so we are going to for this method. This method is something like I'm going to the method that we are calling the backend, calling the backend like that the API dot get, and I'm making some constants that exist in constant that we are explaining it before. Controller brings metadata and widget, and we are giving it the keyword that I'm searching, and I'm giving it the param that we are using to push to this API. This for the package dashboard. We are making the same concept of using a store. We are using the store to components, like every component here, like um, tags. So you will see that we are using we are just using the package store. Sometimes we are listening like that, because in filters we are getting the tags, and when we are choosing the specific tag, so we are making some request to the backend, something like that. So this component is the third type. Okay. Do you have any questions about the something that we explained?
Okay. Can you run the client, the project in your local?
Can we run the project?
Yeah, in your local, and get me step by step, like how it's everything is working.
Okay, so I need to run the backend too. Okay, 1 second.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, first thing that we are deploying the loopback server and the backend, okay, to this IP.
Okay.
Okay, now every request will going to the server with this IP, and now we are in the
This
package
is a default
dashboard.
page that will come up.
Sorry?
This is the default page that will come first, right?
Yes,
Okay.
because I think that I explained it something like that here. Sorry, here because we have the default one will go for the packages.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So we have some pagination, we have some sorting by name, we have some tags, we have search packages. Uh, it will search for maybe the name of the package and the tags and something like that. Okay, yeah, this is for the listing of the file of the packages. Maybe we have something like create. We are going to create a package
Okay.
and maybe joining name. We have some key and value. We have some template mapping like I'm not sure if you have if you are understanding the business or not. And we have some external system properties. We are writing some JSONs here. We have some imports that we are using the drag drop file components. Okay, we have some scripts importing. They can have saved. Second, this is that we created now.
Okay.
Uh, we have the cells that we are writing. So we have the dashboard of the items and we have the creation of items and the edit components for that. So you can access it by your if you want to make some changes, and maybe you can redirect to this IP. By the way, the backend is not updated with the latest changes, but we will work it on maybe starting from the next week or something. Because
Okay.
we have now some usability and testing. So maybe if you have not the loopback server and backend, you can use the current one. Use
Okay.
our server. Okay. Do you have
Okay.
any questions?
Yeah, I find the issue in the designer part, like drag new function and action is not working.
Actually,
Like when we click on any component here, and there is a designer mode, right?
Yes, there is a designer mode, something like that.
Yeah.
But I actually
Okay.
I didn't work in this specific designer.
Okay. So these are the functions that were on the left side.
First, I think that we should create action, and
Okay.
maybe have some creating some components or function.
That is the issue.
Okay, I can function the root outside. Roll back. 1 second.
No, that is
Uh,
the issue that I'm supposed to
okay,
solve.
1 second. So the code, I think, from Abbas' explanation, that we should use the DG generic first uh, for making some many functions in the same action. So
Okay.
if you are making something like that, you will not able. But if you will use the DG generic in specific action, so you will able to put another functions. I'm not understanding much about the designer,
Okay.
to be honest. So do you have another question related to what I was saying?
Can I have a like sample package just to test the project?
Sorry, sample
You
of
can
what?
mail me like a component which I can just like import and test it in the project.
Actually, I'm not getting
Like
your question.
when you open the project in the first page, right? It shows create and import
Import tab.
in the first page, packages, the default page. Okay, the import is working for you.
No, it is not. It is not working yet. It
Okay,
didn't work yet. You will have something like that. It is not working.
okay.
And
So
the
I have to create my own, right?
yeah, but I'm not sure that maybe if you have something like that, so you will go with the component itself and see if the import is the have some function or not.
Okay,
So I think it is something in the package not packages header. Maybe package search. Mm, So you will have something like that. It has not route link like create. So it is
okay.
not implemented. Okay. Anyone have any questions?
No, that's it for now.